Hello, welcome to Test Tuesday. So, what we'll do, like we usually do, people get in. Hello, click like. Right, I'm just getting the link. I'm doing it the other way. So if you get the link, you might have to click. You might go into the Hangouts, then you've got to click the camera to get into it. I'm a bit late because I picked the wife up from work. So that's the link, and now I need to get onto it. So, hello, Woody. Hello, Tina. Right. So that should be the link there. Click on that link and you should be able to get in. I'm assuming. Don't quote me on that. Right, I'm going to make the wife a brew. Right, I'm going to make you a brew. So I'll make the wife a coffee because she's just going from work. It's changed. It's not put the crown at the side of my name. Ooh. It's highlighted me, but I've not got a crown anymore. That's different. Let's say if anyone wants to jump in, you win that. I'm just making it work for the wife.
What's happening, Mr. Paul?
Hello, Dev.
Oh, yeah.
How did you get in there? Did it would take you to the Hangouts, then you had to click the camera?
What's up?
On the Hangouts, did you just get straight in or did you have to click the camera?
I had to click the little green bar to join it.
There we go. Best way to do it. And the link works straight away without mucking about. So.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It works straight away. I thought it was promising.
But I do it off the mobile.
Ah,
so
nice.
I'll switch off on the computer, I'll go on Hangouts on mobile because you'll be in there. And you know the join link?
Yep.
You go to the join link, copy that, paste it in, and it works.
Oh, that's good. Nice.
And it's worked for the last couple of weeks.
That is promising. I appreciate when it works.
Hello, Woody. Woody saying hello to everyone. I will start in a minute. I just picked the wife up from work. She's been working for 13 and a half hours, so she deserves a cup of coffee.
Fair enough. Can't argue that logic.
Aussie. Hello.
We've already had two today and almost tempted for a third now. It's a good idea.
Yeah. Are you going to Magna, Dev?
You betcha, buddy. Are you?
Oh, of course I am, mate.
Got your tickets booked?
Yes, mate.
Excellent, excellent.
I've not got the Magna tickets yet.
Oh, I booked my flight. All booked up, man.
Have you booked it, yeah?
Yep. Booked.
What hotel are you staying at? Are you staying at the hotel there?
Yeah. The Westgate one.
Oh, see. Good try the party.
Yep, the party's there. With all my camera stuff, it's easy to go throw it in the room and go do stuff. I don't know. Just more convenient.
Aussie. Florida on Thursday. Whoop, whoop. I'm in Florida the week after Las Vegas.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I get there Thursday and then leave Monday, so should be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tina, I've invited you. Right.
Here, 1 sec. I'm just going to turn my headset on and off for a second. It's a bit choppy. Give me 1 sec. Hello.
1 sec, Deb, I'm just getting my biscuit.
There we go. That's better. It was a bit choppy before.
Hey everyone, second time around.
Welcome.
Hey. Kevin, how are you?
Thanks. Yourself?
Doing good. I'm going to be doing a little work before I get to my test Tuesday, so I hope y'all don't mind.
Me too. It's okay. I'm back to trying to decide on my stump again. The usual.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Well, what are you trying to decide?
Just the layout. My family friend who's doing my stand for me just emailed me. He's like, "Oh, any other changes?" He's like, "It's almost built." I'm like, gotta get on all this. So
Oh, yeah.
going down now.
Nice.
So I'm trying to decide and finalize.
Chimp the
Before I
Reef.
do it.
Hello.
Yep. What do you think, Paul? I might add one more baffle. Filter roller, skimmer. Then this can be turf scrubber if I ever go back to Refugium, Chato. Turn pumps.
Where would you have the other baffle?
I don't know. Well, I'd have to add it over here. I don't know if I need it, but if I do, it'd have to be over here somewhere.
Why not put a baffle between the roller and the skimmer?
I thought about it.
That'll give the chance for the skimmer to skim more crap up before it hits the roller, so it stops your roller clogging as quick.
Well, it has to flow through the roller to get to the skimmer, so would it?
Ah, good point. So it goes that way, yeah. So it goes through there into the skimmer.
I originally had a baffle there, but I'm like, it doesn't really accomplish much.
No, it won't do anything.
It might collect a little more detritus in there. Because if I have my full siphon connected to this, leave the open channel just in the sump, so it doesn't filter 100%, but it filters like 90% of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thoughts. And then this could be either turf scrubber or Chato for future.
Yeah, you could, like, just say if that was pushed up the other way, you put another baffle in, so you could have that on its own, in its own baffle, and you could have your reactors in another baffle, but it won't make a difference if you had another thing there or not. Yeah,
I'm changing my outlook a bit to leave it more open, so I have a little bit more flexibility for the future.
I want to know why they took the crown off me.
You lost your crown?
Yeah. Instead of me having a crown, they just highlighted it, no? So they highlighted your name. So if I type below him, well, they've highlighted it, but took the crown away.
That's no fun.
I'm not the king anymore. I'm getting messages. Right, so, Nick. Can you send me a link to the stream? Email. I need Gmail. If anyone wants to join the stream and they're not getting in that way, give me your email. I'll do it that way. The biceps killing me.
Yeah.
So, people, if you're doing Test Tuesday, which you should be doing Test Tuesday because it's Test Tuesday, we're going to do KH first. Now, I got my ICP test results back, and I never had a drop of iodine in my system. It was 0. Not right. So we've got people joining this here, and they're not getting the hangout. If you're listening on here, if you've joined the hangout, you'll be in the hangouts, so you'll be able to message in the hangouts. But what you need to do, you need to click the little camera within the hangouts. That'll let you join if you join that way through the link.
Yeah, I clicked the link and it said it was trying to go through, but it wouldn't. So
yeah, I think it's because I turned it off by joining by a link. That's why. Here we are. Right. The link will work now. Ooh, Ozzy just run a super chat.
Ho, ho, ho.
Macking the money. That's macking the money.
All right. Like it. I think. Do I even need to put a second baffle in, or should I not even bother? Should I just lift this one up?
I won't bother. I won't bother. There's not. I can't see a single reason to do it.
The only reason I need a baffle is for the skimmer height and then the auto top off pump. Where'd my thing go? I think I went inside of something. There we go. Yeah, excited there.
Okay, that got me that going.
Well, Hobby must be home.
Getting excited.
Whose dogs are they?
I'm gonna put myself on mute for a minute.
Yeah. Oh, Mad Dogs is here. Is that Mad Dogs? Why did I see Mad Dogs then? No, YouTube Reefer. Why did I see Mad Dogs then for some reason?
It's here in
Because I'm hearing
spirit.
dogs. That's right. It's most probably why. Just thinking of Mad Dogs. Because someone wrote woof woof there. That's why I thought it was Mad Dogs. Because that's the first thing he usually does when he comes in. So
Woof,
YouTube
woof.
Reefer. Mickey Boy Mick. Right. I've seen you in the Hangouts. If you click that link again, you should be able to get in. What I'm going to do is put the link in.
No,
So-
Paul, those would be my 3 toy poodles and my standard.
Yeah.
All howling because Daddy's home.
So is
They
it
do that
better to
every
have?
day.
So is it better to have a bigger skimmer chamber so it doesn't come on as often?
The return pump section, you want as small as possible.
Why?
Why would you need it bigger? You're just
No.
wasting space in the other sections.
No, not for that. If I make the baffle come under the bottom, then technically the auto top off is going to be this whole area, right? If I make it go under.
Right, hang on.
This one has
I'd
to go
go down, go through the skimmer, go over.
So this would have to flow over top to set the skimmer height. This one can flow under, but then it essentially means the return pumps are sucking from this giant area unless I put in a second baffle. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, Nicholas Chan. I'm gonna send you a message here. Click on this. Well, Nick, click that link I've just sent you on Messenger. I've just seen something else there somewhere.
Stupid dogs.
So, Mickey Boy Mick, if anyone knows that is, that's Mick from Fit Filtration.
Huh? It'd have to be like that if I want it to be a smaller chamber.
Yeah, Nick, just check if it works, that link. I need to know. All right, yeah, no worries.
Relax, don't join the barking club, you're fine.
So everyone's got dogs then. And then
Yeah.
my
One
dog's
here's
outside.
the next, and the next you get excited.
My dog's outside like that, tilting her because you had your dog then. Anyway, let me get back there. Yeah, Ozzy, thank you for that super chat before. Sorry, I was saying thank you, and then everyone started texting me. Missing Aaron's aquariums tonight, are we? Nope, he will be on. He's most probably at work, and he'll be on his way home. I know he should be finishing early tonight. I'm just going to stick some water in here. And we'll get going. So here we go. Michael is on every test Tuesday since we've started, except one when I shut it down early. But I think I shut it down with like 40 minutes of doing it.
Pretty good though.
That's the thing, when it gets quiet, if the tests are done, it's test Tuesday. No point keeping it on, is there? That's just my opinion.
That's fair. Should I leave a big space in the gap hole so I can drop like a marine pier block or something in the middle?
Well, do you know what? One, that's better to do.
Yeah.
One, you're going to stop the bubbles. It's a bubble trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because obviously the bubbles, they'll go up. Let me have a look.
Because if I make it, because they're an inch thick, if I make it 1.25 inches, then I could drop one of those bricks in the middle.
Yeah, I'd keep that. I won't put anything there. It's a good bubble trap, but do you know what it is good for?
What?
Just say like your thingy overflows, just say your roller sock fails or something.
Yeah.
Just to stick flossing that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just to polish before it hits the water.
Yeah.
Plug it back into the system. That's the only thing I use that for. My bubble trap.
Yeah.
I use it. Put a bit of floss in every now and then, and that's it. I use it for nothing else.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I may throw marine pure in there. I don't know. We'll see.
The thing is, you want that to stop the bubbles, because just say if any bubbles get produced between there and there, even in the algae reactor, just say like it clogs up and you get bubbles coming out of it or something.
Yep.
You're going to get it. So you getting you up and down baffle, you're not going to get that.
Yeah, that's true. So if I ever go to a refugium in this chamber, I would have how much? 14.25 by 16 by 20. That's like 10 gallons probably.
So we're going to check the KH. Now my KH should be 8.1, right? So let's see if it still is 8.1. If it's there or thereabouts, I'm good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to have a live KH reading. Everyone, do your KH readings, remember? So now we're doing step 2. So here we go. Oh, it's gone up. 8.2, look at that.
That's all right.
Thereabouts.
Not bad, not bad. I'm jealous that you have the one that actually tells you the reading. I have to do some math with mine.
See that? I could do that. I'd be like,
Times.
I do that with my phosphorus now. It does me anyway.
Yeah.
That's the test we're going to do now. We're going to do the phosphorus test. Phosphorus. These I always buy an extra one of these, so I always have a full one and all, because I'm a bitch for dropping these.
Oh yeah.
Always.
I've had it leak a couple times too. I always try to make sure it's stored vertically now.
And I've also had a leak, like you have, yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you heard about the Triton and all?
How do you like your Triton? I love your Triton.
I love it, but have you seen what they're doing now?
I heard rumors of dry chemicals. Is what we're talking about?
Right. So the
Mix them yourself.
3A3 powdered form.
Will they be cheaper?
Well, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Nothing back as yet. Now, multiple times I've said it, and they seem to have ignored me multiple times.
They haven't decided yet.
Well, when it came to the changing it from the plastic cartons to the environmentally friendly cartons, in the UK they did drop the price. They dropped it. Yeah, they dropped it by, I think it was £3.
Oh, that's all right.
You know what I mean? So for us, that was a good thing. So they dropped it £3.
Nice.
Well, are they going to do it again? Obviously, you're not getting the container, so you're saving on that. You're not getting the RO water, 960 ml of RO water in each one. It's going to be cheaper to ship. Do we save on that, or do they save on that?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, for me, it should be the end user that saves on it, as well as them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's just, do they pass on the savings or not? That's really what it comes down to.
Well, it's like even if it dropped, just say it dropped $2, $1 a bottle. A drop's a drop. Do you know what I mean? People are going to be happy that a drop's a drop. I have Triton 2, but my calcium is over 500. So what you want to do, this is what you want to do. You want to lower your doses and you buffer your KH up back to the normal one. So you lower your dose. So it's running at 500, you lower it. So just say you're running 3 mil. Run it at 2 mil. So your calcium drops, your magnesium will drop a bit, which will keep in line with your calcium. Your KH will start to drop, but you buffer your KH up, and once you buffer it up to the 1, it should stay steady when you're dosing it. That's the theory of it. And what else we've noticed and all is the Triton, when things drop and you send the ICP test off, if your calcium's low set, they'll tell you to dose their calcium. So they'll say you need to dose so many mil of calcium a day over so many days to keep it to the level that you need it at. That's using their stuff. And we've noticed that their calcium is that weak. You could be using 500 mil in a couple of days, and the bottle was £20 a bottle.
Whew. Their calcium's weaker, you said?
It's very weak. Not in the Triton Core 7, it's really strong. But when you're buffering it, when you buy their buffer, their calcium liquid buffer, it is very, very weak.
Huh, interesting.
I mean, it's that weak. I think Seymour did it, and he was dosing 150 mil. I think it was 150 mil or 150 mil per 100 litres just to raise it 1 DKH.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? That's a lot of KH to dose.
Yes, it is.
So we're doing phosphate or phosphorus, whichever you have. Same thing, different name, different result. All down to the same thing eventually.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got when I got my results back from my ICP test, the calcium was low. Actually using the Salifert. Bearing in mind the Salifert saying I was at 420.
It's pretty quick that you got your test back.
Yeah, we can get it back within seven days.
Yeah.
But bearing in mind, we've got to ship it just the same as you, so we don't ship it straight to Germany. We can, and it's quicker. We could ship it straight to Germany, it's quicker. Well, obviously, postage is more expensive, even for us to ship it over there, because we've got international post. So what we do is we send it down south, which I think it costs £1 to send it down south. And then they ship it from down south to Germany.
Yeah.
Right. Don't block him, whoever you do, because that Mark SPS Reef, that's Mark Ebb, that's my mate. So every time, do you know, like, he's the one that's me and Michael call the guru. So every time I put a picture on, every time Michael's put a picture on, Mark says it's shit, no matter how good the tank looks.
What a guy.
He is. He's a good guy. I said, a lot of people know Mark. In fact, Mark is 50% the creator of Reef Community worldwide, because we created Facebook together.
Nice. Which Mark? Who are you talking about?
Mark, him that says Mark SPS Reef.
Yeah.
In the chat, him.
Okay, nice.
So he's like, there you go, RCW. There you go. So we created that together about three, was it about 3 or 4 years ago, Mark? And I just nicked the name for YouTube. Whoop, whoop. I think Mark's been on YouTube a while.
Yeah.
But he's got all different stuff on his. I think he's got reefy stuff, bike stuff. Because his son does a lot of off-road biking.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
So, Mark, tell us your results. What's your KH in your system? Now, Mark's one of these, what winds people up, because Mark can grow SPS for fun. So, he winds me up and he winds Michael up a lot.
Yeah.
And he winds me up because he takes frags out of my tank. I'll grow a nice mini colony and go, oh, look at this, man, nice little mini colony. So I'm like, how's that frag that I give you? They'll be like, yeah, it's a colony. Yeah.
Nice. Paul, have you ever used a calcium reactor?
Never will.
Why?
Because one, they're big, daft, bulky, ugly, and in a way, noisy.
Noisy? Why do you say that?
Because everyone's that I've been to that's got a calcium reactor, I can hear noise coming from it.
Mine was silent, but I also swapped it to a DC pump.
Yeah. It's like Mark, he's a calcium reactor. It's like when I first met Mark, he was running a calcium reactor.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I'm doing it like this instead of shaking it is because they tell you to do it this way. And they don't tell you to shake it. They tell you to tumble it, rock it, tumble it. So I'm going to do it their way, just in case anything does happen. They tell you about micro bubbles within it, which can change the result. So this came back at 0.05 off the ICP test.
Mm.
So Mark said he used one for 4 years. So he used the calcium reactor for 4 years.
Nice.
But now he's a Triton man. And Mark, would you move from Triton? Or would you move from Triton now they've changed it to powdered form? Because some people are getting a bit natty about it. Some people are not happy about it. Now, for me, I think it takes away the factor of plug and play. You know, where you can just pop it up and pour it in. You know, it's one of these where it's there for you. I think that was the fun factor of it. You don't have to muck about. You can just shake the bottle, open it, pour it in. But now you've got to get RO water. So, you know, if you've not got any RO water, you've got to make RO water. Now, bearing in mind, some people buy 25 litres or so many gallons a week, and it doesn't for the week. You know what I mean? So you've got to take 2 litres out. They're going to be out. You know, these little simple things. Hello, Dave. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get this link in here. It might work, it might not work. If not, throw your email address. There's another link that I can do in a minute. I'm going to try that one. And then I'm going to try to copy that one. I'm going to paste that one in. So that might work for people on PCs or Macs, should I say? Or PC and Macs, whichever. That one won't work. So let's remove that one. And I'll get on my phone. I'll send that other link. So I'm on the countdown at the minute for the phosphate test. Hey, Mark. Okay, don't say hello back. That's all right. Well, you can start swearing, you get banned. Can't swear, right? You stick your middle finger up. It's all rude.
What's that?
All right. Can't find the phone. I don't know what I've done with it.
Well, the redirect worked.
That's good. I've lost my mobile phone. Send the link. Oh, it's there.
Redirect worked. I'm not testing. It's too damn hot outside.
I've heard it's about 29 degrees Celsius or something.
I don't know. I was just outside rinsing out stuff, and it's hot.
You came back in because it was too warm. I hate these. As soon as it's warm, that's me gone. Right under the shade.
Gone.
Always in the shade. So, tested my cage last Monday, and it was 143 parts per million. Yeah, what's that in English, Mark? I don't understand this. I've never known parts per million in KH. He's obviously got that older test. That
8 and a bit.
8 and a bit.
All right.
8.0 and a bit. Well, there you go. Oh, look at that. Phosphates. Phosphorus. 13. So that's even lower. That's about 0.04. If I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look. So, what is it? 13 times 3.066 divided by 1,000. 0.039. Can't get close to 0.04. 0.039. That's my phosphates.
Building.
Second, Dave.
Still playing with the tank idea?
Yeah, I think it's just about got it worked out here.
Okay.
See, I just got a piece of paper, me, and started drawing on a piece of paper.
Are you really going roller, Matt?
The Clara C one, yeah.
Okay, cool. Be nice to see updates on one.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I think it's gonna do a good job.
How much is a new roll?
I don't know yet. It's only in Europe right now, but it's supposed to be in North America pretty soon.
Okay.
I'm kind
like
of
on the BRS one. Just an idea. Like on the BRS one, does anybody know how much a roll is?
Let me look.
I just thought maybe somebody knew.
Here, I'll ask. I was just talking to Mark, who has one.
I'm sure I could build one. I'm so sure I could build one.
It wouldn't be that hard.
Right?
I'm sure you could too. Thought about it, but I'm like, I won't look as pretty. And then I'm like, then I won't have like, it'll be a pain to make rolls for it unless you build it off some other standard brand.
Right. Once I figure you just get a new roll. You got one reel, I guess.
Yep. Pretty much.
Hello, Michael. Yeah, you've got Victor here. My phosphates are 0.0. 0.0 what? If it's 0.03, you're okay. If it's lower than that, I'd say you're pushing on the edge. You want to raise them a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, you will be live streaming RCW when I'm in Florida. My missus would kick me in the teeth if I started streaming while I'm on holiday with her. So I'll take that as a no.
Yeah.
Because if I was on a holiday, that's cost knocking on £8,000, which is what, about $10,000. No, she won't. She will not let me do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask her. Let's listen. Kelly, you said when I'm in Florida, I'm a live streaming on a stream. Well, what's your thing to that? She said no. Watch this. Can we go to Worldwide Corals in Florida? She said no. So take it as a no. I try not to do live streams. Like when I'm away with the family and that, I think that's where priorities are at. Not on YouTube and live stream and things like that.
Fire.
That's Michael burnt his toast again. Oh, he's bacon. How can you go to Florida and not go to Worldwide Corals? Easy. I've got a wife. What about Test Tuesday? This is easy. There's so many people in the community, yeah? Anyone can do the Test Tuesday. Michael.
I literally can't find my test kits anywhere.
Hey, Michael.
There goes Test Tuesday.
I found the calcium bottle, but I can't find the calcium test.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, King. Okay.
You got a haircut.
Oh, I got a lot of them, all of them. Replacement roller mat fleece is $30 a roll at BRS, and that's for the thieling.
That's the one that you should be getting, Dev.
Why?
Because it's the original and the best.
Is it though? But
It
it's big.
It looks like the toilet paper dispenser in a men's room.
It does. It does.
It's so big though. Look at this. This one's like small and sleek, but it has big rolls.
The new one. The new sexy one.
Black.
Are you getting the auto one?
Black and red as well, which fits with your color scheme.
But it's going to be white. And then I haven't decided if it's going to be red
All right.
or blue.
I'll check them all out this weekend. I'll send you nice pictures of them from Wrap this weekend.
Perfect.
Are you going to Macna, Dave?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh,
Dave.
come on, Dave. Vegas, Dave.
If I do, me and Paul are going on the zip line.
Nice.
No.
Yep.
You don't like that zip line?
I'm going to make him go on it.
Paul, my little sister went on it, all right? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at that sleek, sexy acrylic, nice clear design. Goes with my color scheme.
Put a filter sock in there.
I'm tired of filter socks. I don't change them enough. I don't get the true benefit of them.
It does look better than the other one with the big brown drum on the bottom.
Yep.
Is that the auto one?
Yeah, of course. I'm not going to manually spin it.
Where's the bit what tells it to turn?
There's a float valve. As it gets clogged, the water level rises, and that turns the motor on. It's pretty simple, to be honest, but I like that it has pretty big rolls, like decent-sized rolls, so I don't have to change it too often. And it doesn't take up a ton of space, like it's fairly thin. Right?
Trying to get Nick to come over, Michael?
Toast again. Aaron, you better quit cooking.
Right.
I say, Michael, you better quit cooking.
Got a question for you, reefers. Right? I've got a friend right? His corals are browning out, right? His levels are absolutely perfect. In fact, Mickey Boy there. See Mickey Boy in the chat? This is him, right? His corals are browning out, right? Before we like to do anything, I'll just explain. He's got his ICP test. His ICP test has come back perfect. His iodine is a little bit low. But other than that, the ICP test is everything's virtually in the green. So he's got a perfect ICP test come back. His temperature's perfect. Would you say it's lighting?
If it's T5s, might be time to change the bulbs.
It's
Gotta check the par and see what's
got
happening.
Reef brights.
Reef brights. Well, that's probably not it then.
Check the par though and see if it's crazy or not.
I think he was using 12K and he's just upped him 2 weeks ago now to 20K. But I said you might need it to give a bit of time for him to colour back up from changing from 12 to 20.
Yeah, corals are not fun to change.
Yeah. Would you say it's the light? It's the lighting.
It could be too much light. Could be not enough light. I mean, I would par test it and get an idea of where it's at.
With me, too much light is
Bleaching normally. Not enough can brown out corals too, right?
Yeah.
But a completely different color.
Yeah.
Hey, get on this. I just literally had a massive panic attack because I thought my corals were stripping because they're all white. It's growth.
I've never seen these white growth tips before.
I'm literally so not used to seeing that much growth in such a small period of time. I honestly thought the corals were stripping.
Awesome.
It sounded like they were on fire, Michael.
What?
It sounded like they were on fire.
Honestly, when I looked at them, with a beeping. No, I'm really, 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 really over the moon with the tank at the moment. It's just, I've never experienced anything like it.
That's great. I love when that happens. Savor it. It doesn't happen often.
Well, we'll find out if it's going to continue on Test Tuesday.
Nice.
Right, here we go. He's got 2 times 400 watt, 20K. And I think it's a 8 meters. What was it? 2 meters. 2 meters be 1 meter tank, I think it is.
What we talking
I said it's the lights, and he said he's going to ask, can you get radions, 4 radions, for over the top of it?
Right.
Do you reckon that'd be better?
Well, if you make a big change like that, like color temperature, and then something happens, you kind of just feel that's it. 2 weeks ago he made a change. Now the corals are a little brown.
Is this Mickey Boy Mick?
Yeah.
Mickey Boy Mick that I know?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Filtration guy.
Yeah. What's happening? What's the script?
Right. Oh, he got his ICP test back.
Yeah.
Right. His corals have been brown for a long time. Yeah.
Personal or shop?
Sharp.
Right, okay.
Right. The ICP test come back perfect.
Okay.
Right. He had 12K lights on there.
Yeah, he had 2. He had over the Coral Bay. I'm assuming he had 2.
Yeah.
He had 2 reef brights with the blue strips.
Yeah.
Right.
So the corals have been brown. So they've upped them now to 20K a few weeks ago. Still no change. Yeah, you might need a bit more.
It takes for a coral to change. It takes 2 seconds for a coral to go from colourful to brown. It takes ages for him to get colour back. I've got an acro over there, an Aussie acro that went brown when all my crap was happening. It's slowly but surely getting green now, but it's took 2 months so far to get from brown to where it is now. So it'll get there, but obviously if you're in a shop environment, everything seems longer.
I think what it is when you're in a shop environment, you've got to remember that you're taking salt water out. Every time you give a coral out, you're taking salt water out. And if you've got an auto top on there, that's kicking in. So it's changing your parameters constantly.
Yeah, there's no. The thing is with shop environments and coral tanks, especially the coral bays, is there's not enough stability with everything going in and out. So realistically, Mick, what you need to do is sell your corals faster.
You know what? That's not a stupid thing, because that's why you always see LFSs They always have the new stuff at one side, the older stuff at the other side, and they always sell the older stuff for a discounted price after a certain amount of time, just to get rid of them quickly.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you've got corals in for any longer than a month being a shop, you need to flipping do something. And I'm not being facetious or thingy or anything, is you can't really obtain decent stability in a shop environment with, like what Paul said, with taking water out, putting water in, messing. It's really difficult to attain that stability that you need. So realistically, what you want to achieve is just turnover, just coral turnover. Literally, after a month, start looking at what you need to do to shift those corals. So if you think that they're starting to change color or they're not looking the best, then just mark them down to either cost price, what they cost you, just so you can get them out the door, or a little bit of a profit, and then restock. Because while that coral is sat in your coral bay, that's money in there. And if it's browning out, that's your money disappearing. So that's my advice.
Yeah, there's that. It's like he said, he tests every day.
Yeah.
So if you test every day and the stability's perfect. They use natural seawater there and all.
Yeah.
It's an LFS that uses natural seawater. So if they're taking out, see, this is what I think will be hard. If they're taking water out, the auto top ups, if they've got an auto top off, that's going to kick in. So you're never going to keep that balance perfect, are you?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Cockfield's Farm. When we used to go there, at the beginning of the day, they used to test. It used to be like 1026 the water. By the end of the day, it'll be something like 1022. They took that much water out, and the auto top-offs kicked in. Or they used to just fill it up. They used to just fill the sump up with our raw water till the end of the day, and do it that way. And their corals, they 3-4 weeks in after them buying corals, it was brown. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Always brown. So they used to always swap over. So one tank used to be like a discounted section. Then they used to have you got Mark in here, like Mark knows Cockfields, he says every time. So they used to have a discounted section, tank for discounted ones, and one that all fresh stuff. And they used to always get moved, moved over. Or they used to do in the main tank, the fresh stuff. It used to be say 3 decent corals for £100. But in 3 weeks' time, you go into the other section where they're browned out, and it used to be £60 for 3 because they're browned out.
Yeah. Most shops that I go to, that after a period of time, the corals are browned out. Flipping all of the ones in Manchester struggle to keep corals colourful for a long period of time. And the thing is, though, like he said there, bang stable. But if you're testing same time every day, for example, then at that point in time, it might be bang stable, but because you're testing the same time, but throughout the day, it might change and change and change. And then, you top it back up or whatever. So the next day you're back to where you was, but you're fluctuating throughout the day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're getting a water change throughout the day every time you sell a coral.
But not if the RO's kicking in.
Exactly.
Yeah,
if it's just RO that's going back in, then
that's going to mess with salinity.
It's messing about with the salinity, and the salinity.
Just say 50 sales. That's 50 bags of salt water that's gone out of the system, and 50 bags of our raw water that's gone back into the system.
And salinity is the worst thing you can mess with, because as soon as you throw your salinity off, you throw everything off.
That's why Cockfield's Farm, they become famous for frags, didn't they? Because what he used to do, he used to get colonies, he used to frag them down and sell frags. So he used to get frags, like £5-10 frags, because you can shift frags quicker than you can shift a coral. A colony, because a colony is 60, 70, £80, or a £10 frag of the same coral.
You can make a butt ton more money.
Yeah. FNL, Aaron's aquarium's head looks well shiny tonight.
Nice.
Cheers, Ozzy.
So we've got Michael with a nice shiny head, Dave with a shaved head.
We all knew it was Test Tuesday, so we've got ourselves preened and ready.
Me with a grey head.
Nice.
What colour's Reef? Oh, we can't see Reef, dude. But I was wondering what colour his hair is.
Depends on the lighting. What do we got here? It looks orangey on this camera, like a brownie orange for some reason.
What colour is your hair naturally? Because it did look very ginger one day.
Yeah, it does right now a little bit actually.
Michael,
It's
look
more
at
of like a brownish color, I guess.
Michael, look at the angle.
Oh, there he is. The silverback.
Yeah, beauty.
Salt and pepper.
He said back in 30 minutes, yeah, he's still at the camera. he's the guy that goes to Tesco more than anyone I know.
He does, doesn't it? Matt, what you doing? Matt Tesco. But it's 2:00 in the morning. Yeah, I know.
Victor, with Triton method, should I change water to lower my calcium? See, what I'd do
is reduce your amount of calcium that you dose.
Yeah, that.
try and actually recommend that. If calcium's bottle 2 in it.
Yep.
So drop either stop dosing bottle 2 but continue dosing the other ones, or reduce the dose of bottle 2.
Is there anything else in with that calcium, or is it just calcium?
No, there is
might be like
elements in it.
there might be minor trace elements, but it won't make a flipping huge deal.
Right.
Yeah, they are low ones, but they do suggest just lower the dosage of it.
Do a nice Fritz water change with the blue box.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely don't use a red box. You'll have more calcium than you started off with.
What are you testing your calcium with, Victor? What test are you using?
Oh no.
So what you're looking forward to the most at Rap, Dave?
Seeing everybody, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you're going to come to MacNet too to come see us all.
Yeah, that's right.
Excellent.
We'll see. I'm going to be working in Connecticut. I leave tomorrow morning. I'm getting home Friday night. So
Nice.
I hope the tank's doing all right. I don't want to bring anything home if it's off, but it's been rock solid.
Wasn't that your issue last year?
Last year I had a nano tank, was just going bananas.
Yeah. I remember you saying that last year you couldn't buy anything because your tank was on one.
Yeah, the nano had this like brown cyano diatom almost, or dyno, and the other tank was brand new.
Yeah.
The other tank had been filled about a week. So,
has anybody used the API calcium test kit?
API?
No, I use Red Sea.
Yeah.
Sure, I've used it.
Is it good? Is it?
It's a little vague, but it's usually pretty much always the same. I mean, you put in so many drops. When it changes color, it tells you if it was this many drops. It shows you on a chart what the color was.
Yeah.
I like it. It changed from one color to the other,
Yeah.
but the space between the drops is a little much. If I recall, I think it's like 20 parts per million or more between each drop.
Yeah, because he's saying that he's using the API test kit and he's getting 500. He said it's showing 520 on it. So would you say it's an accurate test kit to use, or would you try another one?
I'd try another one just to clarify, but
I would, because it's it's kind of a beginner test kit, all the API stuff. And if you're seriously reefing, you might want to up your test kit. That's just my opinion. It's kind of an entry level test kit, all the API stuff.
I found these really good. I thought,
Like my hot tub.
I think they're really good. Just take a strip out, just dip it in your tank, and it just gives you that quick answer. It does GH, KH, pH, NO2, and NO3. It's a nice little.
Michael, I swear by those when you're cycling a new tank. It's so simple every day to just dip one in.
Yeah, just dip it in, pull it out, match it to the color chart on the back. Job done.
Hey, ammonia's going away. Great. Throw the thing away and do it again tomorrow.
Yeah. I wouldn't sort of like use it because, like, say for example, NO3, you've got a range of 0, 20, 40, 80, 160, and 200. It's like, so if you're running, you've got like between 0 and 20. If you're running 5, how are you going to bloody know? So It's not brilliant for accuracy, but to give you an idea, it's not bad.
I guess you're being lazy. It's better than nothing.
Exactly. It gives you it can give you that quick guide, but I wouldn't.
Do I actually need to pull up the proper test kits or not?
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Fair.
It lets you know you're in the neighborhood.
Calcium time. Stian, be careful with those strips though. Dust, etc., gets in the container and they are contaminated.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
And he said hello, by the way.
Who did?
Well, it's really like a different kind of litmus, I guess. Is litmus what for pH?
Oh, Stian. How we doing, Stian?
You know what? I've got them test kits for my hot tub. I bet I could stick one of them in my tank and that'd tell me the KH.
What's GH? General hardness. But
Yeah, it's like your alkalinity, your KH.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it is. Like she likes it.
what is it though? I've never, because obviously in freshwater it's talked about all the time, but in saltwater I don't really know much about it. Does anybody know?
I think it's a hardness that doesn't have to do with calcium.
So, does anybody know?
It's loosely alkalinity is my guess. But yeah, I have GH, general hard. It's general hardness, but I've never actually thought about it beyond that.
Oh, well, it says it's only for freshwater anyway.
There you
Right.
go. It's
So
probably
maybe-
like
maybe
the
it's
KH
just like-
equivalents.
Should I try the purple pond test kit? Victor, if you're going to try the purple pond test kit, what you want to do, you don't want to get the ultra low nitrate test. Not nitrate. What am I got? The calcium. I like the calcium test kit. I've got to admit, I do like the calcium test kit, but at the minute I'm using the Salifert one because I find it a lot quicker and easier.
Here's a thing for everybody, right? On the purple pond situation, right? I have got a personal issue with the company, the representatives of the company, not against the products. I don't use the products, obviously, but I know that some of their products are potentially good. So don't ever not use their products just because I don't like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll add something in here too there, Michael. Yes, Victor, please use Purple Pond. That's what I use.
I use Hannah for alkalinity, and I use Red Sea for the calcium.
Oh,
Devin, Purple Pond.
He can suck it up for a
the
minute.
thing is, I've got a vendetta against purple pond too. So it's not just it's me too.
Both of you?
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
he's
guess
got
so.
My
You
issues.
can-
People know. People have publicly stated my issues on every single forum going.
All right, okay. The purple pond
Has a red
foundation
ball.
test kits work well to appease the masses.
So 10 drops of this.
Fine.
I didn't know it was you too, Paul. I thought it was only Michael that wasn't allowed to say it.
Well, for DKH, I love the Hannah.
Yeah.
Hands, it's simple.
Hannah wins. It's quick. It's easy. It does the job.
And phosphate.
Oh yeah, the phosphates. I like that one because you can actually get the result.
You suggest the ultra low. You suggest the ultra low on Hannah.
Yeah,
Phosphate?
ultra low phosphorus.
Definitely.
Right, I have got to make sure that I do not mess up this phosphate test because I've got one left.
It's all right. I've got some. You have to drive all the way to mine now.
Can't be arsed.
So here's the calcium. Let's do this.
Hey, Paul,
What?
you going Macna?
Yeah, mate. Are you?
Why? You going,
Hey,
Dev?
wait. Oh, me? Of course, man.
Oh,
Heck, I'm going.
Hang on. Woody.
Would it?
Woody.
Is
Yeah,
it September?
Are you going back now?
I sure am.
Excellent.
I've got the confirmation, the eating kits, and the booking and everything here.
Oh, can you forward him through?
I
Not
can
that, I
see
don't
it,
trust,
yeah.
not that I don't trust you or anything, but you are a Cockney.
So Macna's going to be the Reef version of the British invasion, huh?
Hey, Michael.
It's
Be
gonna
like
you
the
book your plane ticket yet?
Manchester, like Northerners and Southerners together are bombing into Macna. Oh, it's just going to be
Did
great.
you guys book your plane tickets?
Yep.
Excellent.
Everything's booked. Booked and paid
Excellent.
for.
Excellent.
In fact, we've got Aunt Jenny to do it. In fact, we've got Woody's missus to do it. Woody's missus books all of ours.
Yeah,
Nice.
my wife done it. When was it? Last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last Thursday or Friday. Booked and paid
Yep.
for everything.
Beautiful. I did mine last night or the day before, whatever it was.
Well, calcium's going back up. I got my ICP test and it was, what was it, 360, 370. It's at 400 now, so it's going back up.
Hey,
Okay.
Paul.
Yeah.
Who won the ICP face-off?
Oh, so all that showing off.
This guy did.
I think I'll come in a close second.
Mr. I can't run a tank properly wins the ICP face-off. Ooh, against Paul,
Nose in it between me and you.
Paul, who's got like flipping the ultimate tank.
Then he sent you that stuff, Mickey.
What's that?
Then he sent over the stuff, the e-tickets and the hotel confirmation.
What, you've sent him over?
Yeah. She urged us, didn't it?
Nah, I trust Jenny.
Nice.
Woody,
Yes, mate.
get Aunt Jenny to text the wife.
Yeah, they are there. They're chatting.
Sure, he is doing, she's saying.
Yeah, they're chatting away now. What's that you just sent? Is
I
that
sent him the link.
Oh.
Sent it to Kelly as well.
Oh.
Yeah, don't send it, Paul. He'll
No,
just-
this is another one, Mickey. This is the February holiday.
Oh, right.
You're
Have
not
you booked that as well?
invited on this one.
Mate, I've already told you there is
It's
no
cold.
way on God's earth. No, I don't even care that I would go to New York during wintertime. No way.
Dave, we're coming to New York in February, me and Woody.
Oh, really? Definitely looking good.
I hope you got a spare room. This is why I found it so cheap, because we're staying at Dave's.
A little cold to camp out.
No way I would go that time of year. No way.
Listen, you live up north, you're used to the cold.
Not that cold.
It'd be like summertime for you. You'd be walking about in your Speedos.
You know, like anything else, it depends. If it's cold, it's cold. But if it's not, we've had
What's
warm.
the average temperature?
Oh my God!
He broke it. He's done it. He's bugging it up. Look.
Fucking turn the.
What happened? Michael, what did you do?
I had one. Do you know what?
Just
Many
get the,
drops.
just get the,
Up is one test.
I
Yeah.
just messed up my one test. My
you ain't
only.
messed it up, have you? You just got to get some more water.
Michael,
Some fresh water.
put some more water in your valve quickly.
I'm going to do the other vial instead. It's not going to be super accurate, but
It'll be
You
accurate.
just need to get the C1 up again, didn't you?
I haven't even turned the C1 on. I've not even turned the thing on.
Yeah, you just need to leave that one that you've tipped the powder in, and then just fill up another one with the water. Put that in, and then
Right.
put the one you just mixed up.
Yeah, but the vials might be ever so slightly different. They might be like slightly stained or whatever and different. So
Yeah, but I always do mine through 2 because it takes so long to do the powder. I'll fill up 2. Then
Or get your 5-in-1 out. Dip one of them things in there.
it doesn't do phosphates.
Oh, if it does, it probably tells you have 50. You don't have any.
Nice.
And that's your only choice.
Somewhere in between.
Oh, I knew I'd mess it up. It's because I was talking.
Can't believe you're talking.
Ozzy, let's bin the Hannah test kit, mate. The amounts of times that I've messed this test up, I think I'm gonna. But to be honest, it doesn't make any difference because I mess them all up.
One of the test kits I bugger up most. That one. It's the easiest test to do in phosphates, but buggers up so easy because you forget what's to do.
It does, doesn't it?
Nice.
So I need to do what's this?
All the liquid got into a big
4 drops of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really need to do magnesium actually because that was high on the other one, and I've raised it up purposely. So
Nitrates are 40 today.
I'm hoping mine are around 5.
Everything else is running up fine, so.
Right. Phosphate's on its way.
You guys have almost motivated me to go test now too. It's good.
Got it, test you. Got it, test.
I'm going away for 3 days.
I know.
It's bad. I don't want to know.
The problem with multiple tanks is they got test on both.
I think we should start banning people from the hangout if they're not testing.
I come on here to get motivated to test. I'm almost there. I'm almost like I should
It's
just go
only
bring a
took-
vial over.
It only took 8 weeks.
I tested alkalinity last night. It was
Better late than never.
What was your alkalinity, Dave?
8
Back one
point.
sec.
Oh, you good.
Yeah, it's usually 8.2, so I turned everything down a little bit.
What are you using, Dave?
The Hannah DKH.
No, I mean, what liquids are you using?
Fritz
Oh,
2.
the Fritz.
Fritz 2-part. I took the big Hollywood stunner out. I fragged some stuff out and took that out. And I scraped some coralline algae off. So I don't think I'm consuming quite as much. Making room for new frags.
Reef for Palooza. Got to make room.
Gotta have room.
Stephen, test Tuesdays become bear Tuesday to me. I come with the intention to test, having bears instead. Ha ha.
That Fish of Hex guy looks like he's got a fair few bits to sell there, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Just started watching his channel.
Travis will be there.
Yeah, I've just started watching his channel, and he showed his like frag tank, and I was like, bloody hell, tons in there.
Yeah, he's got
Got a lot of good learning content. He does. Like when I bought my Jabo doser, I just watched his video. I didn't even read the crap that came with it to set it up.
You know what? I wonder if that's the video I watched when I set mine up.
Yeah. Well, I got confused because if you wanted to dose every day, you have to set the day to 0. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, you'd think you'd put 7 in, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I wanted to dose every day. Okay, make it 0. Who would have thought of that? And the directions are, I think they're Google translated. It's the nicest way I can say it.
They'll be in broken English, won't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Been rock solid.
why on that? So we're going to go for the consensus that my nitrates are. Let me get some better light.
Hi, Psychedelic Babe. How are you?
What's up, BB?
I'm going to say around 10. I'm going to say around 10. Go for the higher number, eh? Is that how you work? Just say it's between 5 and 10 on the Salivert. Would you just go for the higher number all the time?
I don't know.
It's in between 5 and 10. It's a bit darker than 7, 5, and it's a bit lighter than 10. It's in between, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go for 10.
Solid 10.
Phosphate's 10.
Doing some proper testing, doing it all.
Nitrate's 10, should I say. Nitrate's 10. Next one, magnesium. You can find it.
What nitrate do you use?
What nitrate?
Yeah.
I've got the purple pond one in there, but it's so bloody 9 minutes and all that. So I bought the Salivert one, which is 3 minutes.
You like it?
I find it so much easier.
Nice.
And it's basically an instant result. With that other one, you go in and with that one, it's not as accurate as in number wise. Like you can go ultra low with the other one, so you can go like 1, 2, 3, 4. With this one, you're going from 5 to 10. That that quick.
Mm-hmm.
But like that.
I have the red, but I just don't use it enough because it takes. I mean, the purple pond because it takes so long.
Yeah. Mick boy, show me a vial. You're a bit late. It's about 30 seconds behind, and I just went like that and launched it outside. All the liquid. I'm near the back door, so I just went with liquid. It's outside now. Hopefully the dog don't lick it.
You guys don't just throw it back in the tank? Come on.
Yeah.
Phosphates are down. Unless, see, this is my problem now because I did different vials, but my phosphates are saying that they're 0.12. Oh no, they're the same. No, last time it was 0.15 actually. Yeah, so they're down a little bit.
William, how does one get into the live section of the chats? I give a link.
Definitely give him a link because he's the way that he asked. How does one get into the chat? One can get in however one wants.
Usually works with Brian Paul.
Calcium is 470.
Don't you hate it when you squeeze the drops in and they stick to the glass on the side, and then you've got to do like a proper like gauntlet thing where you've got to try and get it so that it don't spill, but you can get the drop. Ooh, so you can get the drop.
That's why you need a titrator.
You only get them from a certain type of test kit that I won't use.
You can still use the titrator, whatever. Big baby.
No.
Right, the link. Click on this link. If you're using a computer, that might work. If you're using a phone, it might not. We'll find out. See, I still got the old magnesium one, with the stupid piece of paper.
Nice.
That's got to be the most pathetic thing, though. You're on water all the time and give you a bit of paper.
My alkalinity's gone up. That's weird.
Why is it? Have you had a new corals?
No.
Hey, Paul.
Have you changed your lights? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've changed my lights, haven't I?
There you go. Again, Deb.
Thank you for motivating me to test.
It's okay. All good.
I just looked at my spreadsheet and realized it's been a while.
How long's
That
a
makes
while?
it better.
How long's a while?
30 days on the dot. 19 last when I last tested.
That's not too bad. I used to go months. To be fair, I used to go as long as it was like. Whoa.
Not bad, not bad.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh.
Right. So,
Chicken, rice, and salad.
That's a proper mix. That's a mixed grill. It's a mixed grill.
Oh, look, Seymour turns up at just the right time. The proper mixed grill.
all right.
Hey, Michael, is it a good thing that I know exactly how much water to use to what drops and all that stuff without having to looking at the card?
Yep.
I wish I did.
Oh my goodness. I was just noticing that. I'm like, I'm sitting here doing this and I'm having to double check, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it right.
See, the purple pond stuff,
That
I know
means
that one. But this,
That means I have to read.
Well, you want a real challenge, get the Red Sea Coral Colors Program Test Kit.
I got this.
They're a pain in the ass, aren't they?
Sure are.
Hey, Dave.
What's up, Seymour?
Hey, about that Red Sea or Purple Pond, as these guys like to call them. Is there a? You're not talking about the Test Pro, like the Calcium Pro, Alkalinity Pro. There is a Coral Colors Test Kit separately from that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it's just for the 4 elements.
Is your pond purple?
All right.
It's about a $70 test kit.
And what is it for?
The funny thing is all the stuff that comes in the little box, I don't know anybody who can get all that stuff back in that box.
This is a good point. Very, very good point.
So you do have it.
What do you test for in it?
Yeah, Dave, what is it testing for?
I'd have to go look. I don't. It's such a pain. It's copper, iron, trace elements, basically. There's 4.
Okay.
Oh, so like how the way Red Sea breaks up their coral colors is into like 4 colors, like reds, greens. So basically, it tests for like, I guess, one element in each group to make sure that everything is sort of like on the level.
Exactly. Yeah. Because they have the iron, the iodine, the bio whatever, and I forget the 4th one.
Ah, that's interesting. I know the iron is red.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Never heard of that before. Interesting.
Is it potassium blue? Iodine is red. Is iodine red?
It is potassium. You're right. That's the 4th one.
Boom.
Sorry, I missed half of that. My phone started ringing.
Dun.
But there's one of them where you actually have to take a regular, what do they call it, a master, and you have to wait for that one to change color and then time it along with the test water that you have. And you have like 2 vials going at the same time.
I'm concentrating on this magnesium. When I wait till it turns blue.
Don't mess up the magnesium.
Yeah, it was high. It was 14 something.
That's okay.
Are you using the sulfur one?
Yeah.
Oh, I never get that thing to change. Like it just goes over 1500.
It's going. One more drop.
I get it on the last drop, it seems. So it's like, okay, 15. I know it.
That's blue. Look at that. That's blue. That's blue. Look at that. That's blue. That's how much I've got left in it.
Always give it another drop or 2 after.
Yeah, I did that just so it changed the proper colour.
Yeah.
So we've got 0.3. 0.03 left.
Paul.
14, yeah.
Paul.
14.55, yeah. What?
Woody's testing.
I know, yeah. Woody never tests. He does test, but he just never doesn't test Tuesday.
Oh. What's next? Mad Dog gonna test?
That'll be the day. In fact, if that happens,
you get him on here, we'll all be shocked, right?
Yeah.
Change.
Michael will run the streets naked. On you, Michael.
One more drop for good.
If Mad Dog comes on and tests,
I'll run the streets naked.
Yeah.
Well, then I really don't want to watch either.
Oh my god! Never a duck moment in here.
No.
All right,
See, that's what my magnesium goes into. I'd have to stick it all back in that stupid box. 40. What did I say? We're 14.55. Let me get my ICP test up. See what I had on that.
14.55.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
Mine is still saying.
Yeah, it will be.
I burned out my test.
Triton.
Oh, I think that's come down, isn't it?
I think it might have done.
Not by much. I think it was 1470 or something you had.
My mag's reading 1520. That's what it's been reading for the last.
Does the Red Sea kit go up above 15? That's good to know.
I use 0.76. Yeah, it goes up to 1600.
So that's the one that Reefing with O needs. You need to get the Red Sea kit.
I use 0.76. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, Dave. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. That's my ICP test there of magnesium. So that was 1471. And I've just been at 1455. So that's all right. It's coming down.
That's what you want as well. You want it to come down slow, didn't you?
It's coming down, but I've actually, in a stupid way, I've upped my magnesium. You know what I mean? So everyone's like, well, why have you upped your magnesium? But I've upped them all. So I've upped the calcium and they up the magnesium, and it seems to be bringing the magnesium down because the calcium's rising again.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Can I say it?
So whatever you want.
I told you. Told you it'd even out.
Yep.
No, Dave.
I'm a proper reefer.
Yeah, but I want to show Dave this.
Sometimes when there's an abundance of magnesium, the corals will actually take it up instead of calcium.
Really?
See, I didn't know that. Do you now?
Learn something new every day.
Dave, look at this.
Not instead of, but, you know, along with.
Yeah, Dave, look at that.
I don't understand what Solworth and analyze means.
So basically, that's the analyze is what mine came back at.
0.
Yeah. And that's what it should be, 60. That's iodine.
Wait, weren't you like really high last time?
Let me get the last ICP test up. I've got no iodine in my system whatsoever. So I've gone from one extreme to the other.
Yeah. You had a high score last time.
Very high.
What was mine?
500 and something, wasn't it? Or
Yeah,
600.
600, I think it was, and it's supposed to be 6. Or something like that.
Yeah, here's my last test. Let me get it up. A, B, C, D, E, F, and iodine. Oh, yeah. 570 last time.
Ah, that's good. I wonder if those eye test people will be at RAP this year, since we gave them such a hard time last year.
Why, what happened there?
I haven't heard about that product since.
Which one's that?
Was that eye dip or eye test or whatever it was?
Oh, the eye dip.
Yeah, I haven't heard about them since last year. We grilled them.
Why? What did you do?
Oh, we grilled them good last year. We were asking them, why is it this and why is it that? They didn't know. How does it compare to an ICP test? Oh, well, we didn't do one. Well, maybe you should.
The calcium is a low. Let's just
X method. Paul, in what amount of time did it go from I to 0? Okay. I'll tell you now. From go 6. 8 months. So it was over 8 months. Just got from that's over 8 months, and I've never dosed it. The only amount that's been, and I'm using the other methods, which is really low on iodine, and I've never dosed it in 8 months. So it's a long time. So.
Weren't you dosing something at the top of?
Yeah, I was dosing a supplement, like a coral supplement, and it was the main ingredient was iodine. The second was zinc. So when that test came back, it was high in zinc and it was high in iodine. But the zinc, like between both of the tests, the zinc on the other test was 8. It should be 4, and on this one, it's lowered a little bit, but it's still 8. So that's the increase that I gave it last time has made it 8, and what I'm dosing it with zinc, it's just using that and it's keeping it at that level, coming down very little, but it is lower than last time.
Right.
The iron was a bit low. Say again, Tina.
8.1.
That's good.
So the only thing that's high, and I'm probably going to do a water test for that, is my nitrates. And that's if I read it right. It said 40, and last week it was 20.
Dew water changed it.
But it's been, the last water change has been almost a month. It's been 3 weeks. Just a little, 3 weeks and 2 days. I was just checking that on there to see. So I don't have to test, I don't have to do water changes every 2 weeks like I was. I'm actually able to go out a little bit more now.
Yeah. Is eye zinc bad? Eye zinc really bad. You've got to remember, one, your corals need zinc, and I think when it's 15, Michael, zinc, isn't it? When it's 15 or over, that's bad. But you need, is it 4 micrograms? Or 4 micrograms per million or something that you need a zinc. But when it's 15, that's bad. At the minute, mine's it's not in the red, it's in the yellow. Is it in the yellow? It's not deadly, but it's it's warning you that you don't want to go any higher.
Woo. My magnesium is high.
How are
I
you?
guess I would be
It says
mixing
60.
me some salt.
Just check your date on your magnesium and all. What
I
a lot of
guess-
people don't realise, checking the date on them does make a difference.
No, it's still good. I know I dumped a bunch in the other day. Apparently, I dumped too much. My calcium's low. My magnesium's high. Go figure.
You see, this is the thing now. Now you're going to start changing stuff because you've tested.
I'll just add a couple mils to the calcium on the doser
Yeah.
because it's really low. My ELK has come down a little bit, which is what I wanted because it was a smidge high for me. It was when I tested a month ago was 10.2 and now it's 9.6.
Well, this is when. Well, go on.
It was 335 and now it's 325. So I'm gonna add a couple mils onto that.
It's like this is where CJ found out that his nitrates was iron test Tuesday because he's not tested his nitrates a long time. And when he tested them, it was like through the roof.
75 or something, wasn't there?
Yeah, he like said he didn't realise how high they were.
So now the question is, should I just dose a bunch of calcium right now?
See me, I think I might buffer my calcium up a little bit.
Yeah, I might do that.
Oh, with that woman.
Just turn up your doser for a week. Get back to.
Well, do I just dump a bunch in or do I turn up the doser?
If you dump too much in at once, it's not going to do anything.
No?
You can. What you can do is you can use precipitation to your benefit by unevenly dosing. Like unevenly dose it, then it'll stay out. You know what I mean? Normally, I think normally like that's with calcium and alkalinity though. So like if you've got what the freaking hell's going on? Oh, such an idiot.
Freaking BRS changed their calculator not be as useful.
Does everybody have a lot of turbulence where their dosing lines go in? It's very important.
I've got a little pump, do you know, from Amazon, them little pumps that you can put into your barrels to mix your salt water.
Yep.
I got one of them right underneath it. So as soon as it hits, it blows straight away.
Yep. I got a little sun from Amazon just for that. Sits in the sump and it just keeps it splashing. It's almost like a little fountain.
Yeah.
It's got a dinky little power head in there.
Yep.
The one I got is a USB one. So it just goes into a little USB. In fact, I changed the plug behind the, do you know, the socket behind the fish tank?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's got sockets and USBs built into the socket.
Gotcha.
You know, so I don't need an extra plug.
Cool.
Don't plug your Apex stuff in there, all right?
Don't do Apex. I'm not going to do Apex. Simple Reef today.
I think it's funny that Apex uses the USB, which stands for Universal Serial Bus, on their unit, but it's not universal with USB.
4.8 ounces. Man,
Somebody asked me what lights I'm running on my tank, and then when I answered them, they was like, "What? I've got 3 different lights on my tank."
nice.
It's a hobby.
I mean, Monty Mountain's got 1 light, the SPS Island's got another light, and the LPS Island's got another light. 3 different lights.
All right. Well, what are they?
The Z-Light UFO is over Monty Mountain.
Mine.
The Kello AE200 is over the SPS, and the Kello AO100 is over the LPS.
Oh,
How do you find the color blending of the 3 different fixtures?
They're all dense matrix, so they're all basically the same light under the hood.
Okay.
The only one that's definitely different is the AE200 because that's very similar to the Kessel AP700. but it has like a fill light in the middle, and it has like blue halos around the light, so it's got like extra light on that one. That's why it's over the SPS. But when they're both at peak, when all three are at peak, you couldn't even tell.
Nice. Oh, that's good. I was curious if you'd be able to see or not.
Because like at the moment, the AE's ramped down.
So I'm currently dosing 52 mils a day of calcium alkalinity. So should I just do a bulk adjustment like I normally do, or just up at like 4 or 5 mils a day, 6 mils a day?
Someone here said, is there much difference between the ATI and Triton ICP tests?
No. Well, what are you shooting for, Dev? How low are you?
I'm at 335. I normally like it around like 420-ish or something.
Right. Yeah, I found if you dump a lot in it, just most of it precipitates.
I usually just do bulk adjustments like that, but it is a good point to just up my dose for a little while, as long as I remember to turn it down and test it.
All right. I would add 10 mils. Check it in a few days.
Let's do 58. I'll add 6 mils.
Does it do it all at once or over a period?
No, it will do it like over the course of the day.
Okay.
JB Aquatic said the UFO is a bit of kit. He won a Z-Lite UFO at our Aqua Expo. And he said it's a bit of kit, but I'm using it on my tank because I'm curious, because like I said, under the hood it's the same as all of my other lights, but it's a wicked light. It is a wicked light, but I'm not currently controlling it via Wi-Fi. I'm literally just turning it on, setting it to full power, and that's it. The only problem is I'm running it on a timer, so when it switches off, it's off. As soon as the timer comes back on, it won't switch back on. So that's a letdown. So I have to sort of like run it through the Wi-Fi really to be able to, get it to go on and off. A bit of a pain.
Any parting words for the Focustronic, Michael?
What?
I know you were using the Focustronic for a while.
No, I'm going to be using it on the cube. It's on. I've got one on the cube over there, and I've got another project coming on which they're going on. At the end of the day, my breakdown of the Focus One is the light itself is absolutely wicked. You can't fault it. All of the growth that's in my tank at the moment is all Focus One. Because don't forget, I've only just changed the lights. So all of my growth, everything that my tank is right now is Focus One. The light itself is heavy, it's bulky, it's ugly. You know what I mean? So the light unit is not very nice, but the light actually that is emitted, basically the bread and butter of it, is wicked.
Yeah. If you have a canopy, an open top is bulky. So
And the software.
Yeah, the apps could use a bit.
Where are you? Oh.
Kids concert, school concert.
Hoping you weren't away. You better be a rap.
No. Actually, I'm leaving. I'm traveling for work next week. I'm leaving a wrap on Sunday, going straight to the airport.
Okay. Is it Newark?
Yeah.
That's good. Nice.
They had a flight, so I chose it.
Hey, Billy Pipes.
I'm going to contaminate all the calls, not to throw them away.
Full house, Mike.
Oh, say again.
Got a full house in here, Paul.
Nice one.
Yep.
Right, Kahaka's Reef. He's got his nitrates are at 0.25 and he wants to 5. He's got a skimmer on. He's reduced it from 18 to 12 hours. Turn it off. Turn your skimmer off. Wood it. has turned his skimmer off to raise his nitrates up, and it's working like a treat. He's actually took his skimmer out of his system. And it's running sweet.
You've got to remember that's what a skimmer's there for. It's there to help you out. If you don't need the help, don't run it.
Oh, I'm seeing a whole new frag section in my sump now.
Nice.
That damn skimmer out of there and put frags in there.
I mean, if you're running ultra low and you can't control them because they're so low, take the skimmer out. There's no need to have a skimmer in there. It's working on itself. Billy Pipes is in. Hello, Billy.
Mine barely does anything, my skimmer. It takes weeks for my cup to fill.
Oh, that's good though.
Yep.
Same with me, Dave. Like my skimmer now. In fact, I had the camera on before showing Woody, and he said how long it took to get that little bit. And I said over a week, and it's fine a little bit.
And it's dark, right? Really dark.
It's dark, yeah.
I skim super dry. I can leave mine for at least a month. My cup's still good. My cup's massive though, and I do such a dry skim. It just takes ages.
Right.
It takes months for it to develop.
as well.
Me too. Then every once in a while, I don't know what happens. I think that something drops, or I think the what do you call it? This air silencer on my skimmer. I think it leaks, and if it gets splashed on, it gets tighter. You know,
Nice.
and it makes it go crazy.
My skimmer had a fit last night. Woke up this morning and flipping, there was bubbles in my main display, and I'm thinking, have I run out of RO? And you know, my returns run dry, and then looked and went, no, my skimmer had flipping overflown. It went absolutely mental in the night. There was foam everywhere. But I'm the same. I run like a proper dry skim. So I had about that much skimating, but like thick brown horribleness.
All right.
And all of that's gone right back in.
Right. He said he uses his skimmer to raise the pH because he drags air in from outside. I'm choking on Dorito. All you have to do is take your cup off. If you're using it for air, for oxygen, pulling out from outside, take the cup off. Let the water just flow back in.
Yeah.
That's it, Billy.
Ingersoll's in. Billy's in. JB. Victor. Hello all. Give it a try. We'll raise it.
I'd worry. Taking my skimmer offline sounds like a good idea, but I'd just worry of how much aeration is going on in there, you know, with all the bubbles.
I'll tell you what, my pH, I can't get it above 7.7 if I don't run my skimmer. Like it goes to 7.6, 7.5 at night if I don't run the skimmer. Like I need my skimmer for aeration.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can. Just take the cup off the top.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, and also, Dave, the difference is in the skip. Like when I had a Vertex skimmer that pulled, I think about 1,000 liters. That's a lot more air versus this Tunzi, which the max is 600, and I'm using it halfway, which is 300, I guess. So we're going from 1,000 liters per hour to 300 liters per hour. So I can't get my pH above 8 anymore.
Right. And this skimmer seems to only skim when you choke it. So, you know, as much air as it can pull in, it does better once you throttle it back.
Yeah, I tried. You know, I take that skimmer cup off. I think you have to raise the water level in the skimmer and then take the cup off. Because if you just let the foam just overflow the top, it causes like a big foam. I don't know what to call it. Like I got up in the morning and the entire sump was foamed up.
Yeah, mine did that the other day.
Yeah, so you have to like either lower the water or raise it up so it's water that's actually cascading over the side. Because if you just take the cup off, the foam cascades. That foam builds up in the sump. And I did it before and it got it all over my floors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, mine overflowed the other day. And I came downstairs and my full sump was just full of bubbles.
Yeah. And it smells too.
Yeah, it stinks. It smells like somebody's took a dump on your kitchen floor.
Yeah. I actually.
When have you ever experienced that smell?
I have kids, so I've experienced it.
And you don't know what kind of parties I go to, Michael.
Hey, Paul.
I do now.
I'm just about to go behind your house, Paul.
You what?
I'm just driving past your house now.
He's coming to shit on your floor.
Oh, yeah. Why? What do you want?
Nothing. I've just been dropping somebody off at the hospital.
All right.
Stop by and drop off some.
You'd be outside me also, wouldn't you?
I tell you about a couple of weeks ago, I built a little wall at Aquarium that Billy gave me, the light away from my skimmer chamber. That thing has worked wonders. I wish I'd done that a long time ago.
What did you build, Dave?
I built a little blocker out of so it blocks the light, so my refrigerant light isn't blasting my skimmer all day.
Yeah.
My skimmer looks like I just cleaned it. Normally, we have Coraline.
Yeah, there's something about the skimmer. I don't know if it's just the air or just in the air-water interface but when it does get light on it, like it grows Coraline, black algae, like it just looks terrible after a while.
I think my nitrates are up.
I'll just go.
How's your nitrate, Dev?
I said I don't wait 15 minutes, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to change.
Need to speak up now.
Oh, I said I'm pretty sure the nitrates are off the chart.
Nitrates are off the chart.
Pretty big.
All right, so you got high nitrates and low calcium. Does that mean something?
Well, I actually took my Chato reactor offline a few weeks back.
Mark, just mute yourself, mate, because your car noise is going over everyone.
I actually turned off my Chato reactor a few weeks ago now, so that's probably exactly why.
Right.
I was trying my nitrates, so.
Doesn't high nitrates impact your calcium?
I don't know.
I think you've just found out.
That's pretty dark.
So everyone in the hangouts does not use filter socks. I don't. I'll start from the beginning. I don't. Michael?
What?
Would you use filter socks?
I don't.
Filter, yes or no?
Michael?
No.
Right, no. Dave?
Currently,
I use a big block of Chato.
Right, Dev?
at the moment, yes.
Mark?
Nope, I don't.
Tina's gone doing salt.
No,
TMG?
I don't. I
Oh.
don't use filter socks.
No. TMG? Not there. Woody?
Yep.
Use filter socks.
No, refugium.
There you go. So you got one person that uses them. Dev.
I use floss.
Yeah.
I don't use socks, though.
Do that every day, Michael.
He has to after that chicken.
I plan on using a filter roller, though, on my next build.
The big
All right.
automatic sock.
There you go. Nitrates be crazy. Oh, wait, this is the low range? No, wait, this is 0.75 ppm. Oh, this is a low range kit. That's why I'm off the charts.
Okay, so what is it actually?
I don't know.
No!
Yep.
hell!
I don't feel my pain.
This
What
is
happened,
the third magnesium test I'm about to do.
Wait, the test right.
Dev, what you looking at? The nitrate?
Everybody quiet. Michael's testing.
Let me read the instructions and make sure I even did it right. I very well could have buggered up the test too.
That's unacceptable, Dev.
Yeah, it happens. I don't test nitrates very often. Like if you do the high range, I think you're supposed to do like the rest RO and so much stat. High range. For levels above 4 ppm, dilute 1 ml of water to be tested with 50 ml of RO. Yeah, I didn't do that. Retest.
Yeah, Aussie. So you guys that don't use filter socks, do you see an advantage with helping feed SPS, or is it just for low maintenance? Well, it's not just for low maintenance because you're actually not taking the crap out. But does it help feed the SPS? Yeah, of course it does, because you're not taking all the good stuff out that the SPS feed.
Right.
But your Chato is a big ass filter sock, as Dave was saying. Like my Chato.
Self-cleaning.
Yeah. I put a little ball of Chato in, what, about 6 weeks, was it 7 weeks ago? And it's literally, my thump is brimming from back to back. And Mr. Mark Ebb, he took a chunk of it. He's trying to press his mic to speak, but it's not working.
I did.
Playing with your phone. Go on, Mike. All right, he's turned it off again.
Yeah, well, I believe that not having filter socks helps feed my refugium. I have a lot of microfauna in there. So if it becomes a problem.
I don't finger with mine. I put floss on, but I put floss on periodically. And when I feed my tank, I don't actually directly feed the fish. I feed for the corals, and I've just put a little bit of stuff for the fish in the mix. Because same for me, I've got a lot of microfauna in the tank and the refugium. So I barely ever feed my fish, and they've not lost any weight or they're not doing anything, so they're eating something. So I just feed the coral. So I broadcast feed brine shrimp, rotifers, reef rides, another coral food by Agco, and can't remember what else. So what else? So they're eating something because I'm not really feeding them, and there's no way that they're surviving on brine shrimp.
Are you using the coral food that Paul sent me? Paul knows which one it is. The brine shrimp and dry mix.
What's that one, Paul?
Seaweed Aqua.
Which what? No.
Yeah, because you've got to see, they do bones. They do another one there now. They're not now. But there's another one that they do. It's, what's it called? Something.
Covert 7.
All the stuff in it.
Covert 7.
Covert 7. That is amazing stuff.
Stuff you sent me, I'm just like supplementing in with the reefroids. So just like reefroids plus a little scoop of this and a little scoop of that when I do it.
That's what I do with it. Yeah, that's what I do with it. I get like a little spoon of it and I put a spoon of each in it.
And I don't feed anything.
What do you mean you don't feed anything? Don't feed your fish or nothing?
Well, I feed my fish, but I don't feed my coral.
Oh, then your fish are feeding your coral.
Yeah.
That works too.
It definitely works for him because he's the flipping oracle. He's a coral whisperer. He can literally make anything grow. He can make a strawberry shortcake grow in a puddle.
I'm not all that. I've been happy with what's been happening.
It pisses me off because he gave me a frag a few years back, a little bit of red sea acro. I grew it out, a nice mini colony, thinking, yeah, look at me. He took a frag back, and it grew to like bigger than mine. So you're like, you dickhead.
Got skills.
Oh yes.
Does anyone have the Red Sea Purple Pond test kit for nitrates?
Yeah, I do.
So the colors are for the low range. There's a chart somewhere to convert it to the high range one.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Give me a second.
Yeah, thank you. I think there's a card somewhere that I don't have with me that I need to find.
It's possible. Various snails are carnivores. If they catch a pod, they will eat a pod.
There you go, Deb.
Catch a pod.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'll see what this matches with in a sec. So, okay, here's actually an interesting question for you. I'm just going to screenshot that 1 second. Thank you. So, do you know it says you're supposed to let it sit for like 5 or 6 minutes to stabilize and mix and all that jazz?
Yeah.
How quick do you think I can bypass that when using the mixer?
Don't know. I don't know.
Guys, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, Dave.
Where's the hang up? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I'll come back in a minute. I just need to make a phone call.
All right. Hi, lad. Hi. Hi. Right, no, not jump on me.
So
Yeah, I can't even find that card online.
All right.
I can find the other one, the crappy one.
So 2 ppm is what?
Oh, got it here, Dev.
So the crappy thing with trying to do that is it's between the two colors, obviously, but it's closer to the lower end, which is closer to 2 ppm, I guess, equivalent. Like the other one's probably it's getting lighter slowly. So it's between 1 and 2 ppm on the low range, which equates to something on the higher range. So 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So it's between 16 and 32. Okay, that's all. That's what it always is every single time I test.
Yeah. Dev.
Because it never changes.
So, right, Dev, I've just sent you a message on Facebook.
Thank you, sir.
Should have it there.
Every time same result, never fails.
You got to screenshot the card now anyway, so you can keep it.
I appreciate it.
You want? Okay.
16 and 32. Is that the ultra low or is that the high?
No, that's the ultra. Well, it's an ultra low kit, but you can do the high with it. And I'm always kind of between those two colors, so somewhere in the middle. So probably like 20. We'll just round off to.
John, how long are you staying on for? It won't be much longer. What day tomorrow? My pod's exploded. I've had miracle mud. Yeah, I've got a little. In fact, I've got some more miracle mud. I just need a little tub to put it in. In fact, I'm going to use the one in the cupboard. Good point. I'll put the rest of that miracle mud in. Let's get my little trace elements back up. Changing over to the full Triton liquids. The pods are super tiny, but they're hard to see. Some of mine.
Man.
Done.
Woo! Read them out.
Right. Nitrates, 25.
I win.
But they've been rock solid. So what are we on now? 12 for the 6. So they've been 25 since the 8th of the 4th when I started doing this. So they might be high, but they're stable. Phosphates, 0.12. Down a little bit from last week. It was at 0.15 last week. Week before 0.15. Week before that, 0.28. So they're down a bit.
I'm curious how many people forget to look at their panic checker for phosphates before that expires.
I just nearly did it then.
I just did it. I just have to recheck.
I just looked up and it said 41 on the screen. I was like, nearly forgot. I do it all the time. That's why I've got no reagents left, because most of the reagents just get wasted.
Well, I'm just filled a vial with water and I'm just gonna use that. It'll just work instead of wasting another test kit.
Everyone does it. Everybody does it.
Everyone.
Because you have to wait 3 minutes and you start another test and you forget about it.
You know what I've started doing, Dev?
What?
I started putting my camera down and putting it towards the camera. So if I miss it, I can just rewind and have a look.
See, I buggered up. See, I was messing with this and then it completely just gone. Yeah.
So
my grown men stick the dummies on.
My KH is at 7 now, so that's gone up.
That's better though. It gives you a bit of breathing space. That.
We'll see what the tank looks like at 7, but it's at 7 anyway. It's normally 6.7, and it's been 6.7 since
dawn time.
Basically,
yeah.
It's been 6.7 since the 17th of the 4th. So again, rock solid stable. So it's only gone up. So that's not the end of that. Calcium is 470. Last time I checked, it was 470.
Oh.
And then it's been 470 since the 24th of the 4th.
I think I broke my elbow.
So it's been 470 for 2 months. I've only got 2 months worth of records in here anyway. So magnesium is 1380. Same again, it's always been 1380. Been 1380 since the since May. So still running well. And then specific gravity, put my teeth in. Not 1.025. My pH is currently 8.38 at this time. Don't know what's happened today, but my pH is well higher than normal. Normally at this time, the pH is last time was the 5th of the 6th, and it was 8.03. Before that, it was 8.20. Before that, it was 8.25. Before that, it was 8.22. So you're looking at 8.2 normally at this time of the day. But today, it's 8.38. God knows why. And then my temperature is 25.2. There you go. Job done for another week.
There you go.
Simply Shrimps is in the house. What's happening, Nathan? Right. Now I've done my tests and I'm all good still. My tank is still doing great. The wife is super, super awesome. Oh, while everybody's here, we've got 30 people watching, right?
Oh.
And I want some names. What should I call that tank over there and my shallow tank? If you don't know what my shallow tank is, check me out on Instagram.
Call it the bit.
The bitch.
What did he say?
The bitch.
The bitch.
I reckon you should call it Mijuli.
Mijuli. Nah, my mate's Chippy's called Mijulis.
What, the one in Oldham?
The wife's little sister.
Well, I was calling them both the little sisters, but I was going to give them actual names. And do you know what I was going to do? And I think I am going to do it anyway. Do you know Haley?
Yeah.
I was going to call that one Haley. Do you know, because Haley's always like, she does every single live stream for us, doesn't she? Anytime that we need to put a link up, she's always put it up before we've even got a chance to. So, because I'm going to call them the little sister.
Look what Steens wrote. That is mint.
Hey, that could go for Haley as well.
Oh.
But yeah, I was thinking about doing that because she looks after all of our streams. Do you know what I mean? And she's always on the ball. So I think I might call that one Haley, but then I need to call the shallow tank something. Don't all speak at once.
Can't think of anything. Dev, look at your thing. Look at your thing, Dev. Is he doing it again?
I think you already done it, didn't he?
I don't know.
Excited.
I hurt my knee like 6 times. What's up?
That's not running, is it? That thing.
Transfer 1841.
What are we talking about?
Oh no, I thought you'd done it again and you started running the 3 minutes.
Oh no, I checked it. 0.6.
What was it?
0.26.
Hey Michael, for the small one, steamroll the mother-in-law. She's short and shallow. I dare you, Mike.
You can have the wife and the mum.
Right. It's called what?
Threesome.
My wife, my second wife, my third wife. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
No, that's a crap film. Speaking of films, I've got an urge to watch Enter the Dragon, so I'm going to go and watch Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, I think this Test Tuesday's come to an end. Kings, I'll turn the fuse light on for an hour and then check with a flashlight. That's what I think he's talking about. Pods there.
I think I'll play some Fortnite on Switch.
What? On the Switch? What's it like on the Switch?
It's well, I won't swear, but it's mint. It usually is. Best thing is it's free as well.
Yeah, it's free on everything. They get you with the packs. That's when you pay.
But it's mint on the Switch.
I was playing PUBG with Lurker. Oh no, she's not called Miss Lurker Fox anymore. Miss Reefer Fox. I was playing PUBG with her the other day, mate. She is sick at the game. I was just like that. Where do you want me to go now? Go over here. Here's a gun for you. Just shoot that person. Oh, I'll do it. I was just sat there. We came third, and all I was doing was going, oh, where should I go?
Yeah, Nick Boy said, call it Doris, Yorkshire man for wife.
Yorkshire man's man for the wife. No. It's funny that though.
Right, people. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you, everyone, for coming to Test Tuesday, and I will see you again next Test Tuesday.
Thanks, Paul.
Not a problem. So what we'll do, I might do one through the week. I don't know. It's one of them now.
I'm playing with the idea of doing a live stream as well, but it won't be anything. Oh, I have got a live stream planned. I've just spoken to somebody about doing a live stream, so I've got a good live stream on the way for you soon. But I might do a live stream, just one like this, which is just shooting the shizzle, because I can't be bothered doing a proper live stream.
Yeah.
So I might do one tomorrow.
So before we go, Michael, Woody, Dev, you going to Magna?
Heck yeah. Magna.
I don't know if I can make it.
Oh, you can make it. You booked your ticket.
Hey, you can make it. You know how you can make it? They'll drag you there.
It's all paid for. I'm definitely going.
Jenny and Kelly. Why has he wrote Jenny and Kelly in the Facebook?
That's the name of the tanks.
Oh, that's the name of the tanks. Yeah, there you go, Michael.
He's got his wife, so he might as well have mine and your wife's. We'll talk to about it.
Hey,
As much as we talk to our wives.
You just said that on the live stream, so whatever on the live stream happens.
There you go.
I'll be rounding 10.
Hours.
Yeah, normally it takes 4 hours to drive here. He's going to make it in 10 minutes.
Nah, I'm going to yours first, pal.
Nice. Tit for tat.
Right, everyone. Yep, cheers for joining. And I'll see you again next week or during the week. We'll find. And don't forget, Dev's channel tomorrow, 11 p.m. UK time for all you UK people. And what time's that over there, Dev?
3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
There you go. That's all you need to know. Right, cheers for joining, everyone. I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye for now.